Hello viewers, welcome back to Excel Academy's YouTube channel. This is Saturday evening and here we are presenting the current affairs weekly roundup, and this is the 24th session we are doing with respect to the current affairs weekly roundup. If you are a CSEET aspirant or if you are an aspirant of any competitive examination, this video should help you, because here we cover all the economic business related news that has been published in the newspapers in the last 1 week. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you have any friends who are preparing for any of the competitive examinations, please share this video with them and ask them to follow our channel. Right, let's start with the first news bit. So this comes from Bharti Group. Now we have been talking about Airtel and Jio in the last few weeks. We have understood that although Jio has more number of subscribers getting added to their kitty every month, it is Airtel which has the highest number of paid subscribers. So Bharti is the group to which Airtel brand belongs to, and Bharti has hiked the post-paid tariff by 50%. So this is something huge, right? So it is told that post-paid users bring around 20% of the company's revenue. This is done in order to average the income from the customers, right? Let's go ahead. CCI accuses Amazon of concealing facts. This is in continuation of the legal battle that is going on between Amazon, Reliance and Future Group. So CCI here stands for Competition Commission of India. So CCI has told that Amazon has given facts which are not fully covered with respect to the deal with Future Group, is what CCI has accused Amazon of. This case between Amazon, Future Group and Reliance is in the Supreme Court, so we have to watch out this news very closely. Sale of PSB's general insurance faces delay. So the Union Government of India had come out with a proposal that it will be privatizing at least 4 of the public sector banks, that is the government banks, and few of the general insurance companies. So now it is facing delay. So we just have to wait how this is going to take shape. So this is another news that we have to follow very closely in the weeks to come. HUL's net profit rises 10% and rural market leads recovery. So this is beautiful now. So what's happening is HUL is Hindustan Unilever Limited, one of the largest manufacturers of FMCG goods, fast moving consumer goods in the country. And they are witnessing a rise in the profit, that too by 10%, and major of their recovery is coming from the rural market. Now what could be the reason? If we could analyze, we can understand that rural economy or Indian economy to a larger extent is still dependent on monsoons. Agriculture still continues to be one of the biggest employers in our country. So this year the monsoon is good. In few places it is more than required, but anyway, monsoon is good and the area that is covered under agriculture is increasing. This is one. Second thing is, we've been reading about the migrant laborers going back to their villages and all such things. So what is it that they are engaged in? Of course, they have to be engaged in agriculture. So we can expect, this is a hypothetical statement, we can expect an increase in the agricultural output and agricultural income in the ruralites. So that is seen in increased buying in the FMCG goods in the rural area. So this is a great news that we are getting. Right, let's go ahead. Smartphone sales falls 13% sequentially in Q2. Expected. Country was virtually under lockdown for almost 2 months, and the result is definitely seen on luxury goods like the smartphones. Although they become necessities of life, the smartphones are still seen as something which is very costly, and people would think twice before spending money on such phones, and there is a fall in the consumption. Right, let's go ahead. Mercedes-Benz will shift focus to electric vehicles by 2025. So this is another big news that is coming. So by 2025, it is expected that Mercedes will start focusing on electric vehicles, and they are also telling by 2030 they'll be producing only the electric vehicles. So this goes to show that we may be less than 10 years away from a situation where we will be getting only electric cars and nothing else. So maybe the consumption of petrol and diesel is going to completely reduce maybe to 5% or 10% of today's consumption, maybe in another 10-15 years, at least the retail consumption is going to drop completely. So this could change the political and the economic structure of the world. So this might even change the power blocks across the world. So this is something which is very, very deep, which we have to follow and understand. Right. Zomato shares to list today. So anyway, this happened on Friday. The IPO was issued at 76 rupees. And by the time the market closed on Friday, Zomato shares were at 126 rupees. So clearly, the people who got the IPO allotment made 50 rupees per share. Now, what is it that we have to understand here? The message that we get from this is Indian investors are open for new generation technology companies. So it might be a debt. It might be a company which is in debt. It might be still a loss-making startup. That doesn't matter. What matters here is that the Indian investors are open for investing on new generation tech-based companies. So that's the message that we can derive from this news. We are expecting Paytm, another company which is tech-oriented, which would be coming out with their IPO very shortly. And they are expecting a huge money. It would be the highest amount that would be gathered from the capital markets in the stock markets in the country. So that's another news which we have to follow very, very closely. Anyway, Zomato's IPO is a huge success. First, we read that there is oversubscription, and now we are reading that it has been listed at a price which was higher than the price at which it was sold. Right, great. Plans to bring co-ops under concurrent list. Now, this is another news which we have to follow. There is a new ministry that has been formed. It is called the Ministry of Cooperatives. Amit Shah, who is also the Home Minister of the country, has been made the minister for this. Since a long time, we have been reading about the discrepancies, the corruption that happens in the cooperative sector. So that's why all these cooperative banks were brought under RBI vigilance. So there is a lot of changes, lot of revolutionary changes, systemic changes that we are observing in the cooperative sector. And now there is a proposal that all these cooperatives will be brought under the central government's rules and regulations. So we have to see how this goes. This is another news that we have to follow very, very closely about the Ministry of Cooperatives. Byju's pay 500 million for Epic purchase. This is another news. Byju's is another tech-based company, a startup. As of today, it is the highest valued startup in the country. Its value is somewhere around 16 to 17 billion dollars. So that's the valuation of this company. And they are in a acquisition mode. They acquired White Hat Junior, then they acquired Akash. Now we are reading about Byju's acquiring Epic. This is a reading platform for children in the US. So Byju's has officially entered the US markets, and they have acquired this company for a huge sum of $500 million. So Byju's is more or less acquiring every single big name in the edtech segment. Right, let's go ahead. Maruti sells over 5 million cars in rural market. Again, a very, very positive news. Once the rural market starts responding, performing, we can expect the Indian economy to do well. So it's a great news that we get from Maruti as well. Airtel Intel tie-up for 5G technology in India. First, we had read about Jio and Intel coming out with a collaboration. Now we see that Airtel and Intel have come together. So these are technological changes. With the introduction of 5G, we can expect some huge changes in the whole of the world, in which we are the way in which the internet is, or the technology is performing, might change big way with the introduction of 5G. So here is another collaboration that's happening between Airtel and Intel. Netflix to add mobile video games as subscriber growth slows down. See, there are two things here. Netflix is one of the leading OTTs which provides entertainment, web series and cinemas and all that. And they will be providing video games. Recently, Mukesh Ambani made a statement telling that video games is an industry that is one should look at, and that is going to become really big, huge. So Netflix is already cashing on that, and they will be providing video games. So there is a big change in the entertainment segment as well. New rise puts Swiggy valuation at 5.5. Swiggy is considered as a close competitor to Zomato. So their valuation, Swiggy's valuation is around $5.5 billion. It is another company which is into food delivery and parcel. Wipro to invest 1 billion to expand cloud business. We all know Wipro is another big conglomerate that we find in the country. They are into software, education, hydraulics. They are also into FMCG. You might have heard about brand Santur that belongs to Wipro. So they are and they are also into hardware. It's called the web peripherals that also comes from Wipro. They are now expanding their business in cloud. So this is something which is the in thing that's happening in the world. You might have heard about Microsoft's Azure, Amazon's AWS. All these are leading cloud service providers, and Wipro is getting into that segment as well. YouTube to acquire Indian video e-commerce platform which is named SimSim. So this is something which you have to remember. Just a memory based question can be asked in the competitive examinations. So YouTube, which belongs to Google, is taking over SimSim. Right. Home loan demand continues to be strong. This comes from Chairman HDFC and his name is Deepak Parekh. Home loan industry growing, it means that the infrastructure segment is doing well. More and more number of people are building houses. It's a good sign. So, and it should be helpful to all of us. This name is something which you have to remember. This is one of the widely respected names in the Indian corporate world, Deepak Parekh, who is the chairman of HDFC. India will continue to attract investment on market size. India has a huge population of 130 crore people, that is 1.3 billion. So it would continue to attract a lot of companies to come and set up their operations, and definitely it will attract investments. And this comes from Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman, who is the finance minister of the country. Monsoon session may witness disruption. So the elected MPs of the current government are meeting during the monsoon sessions in Delhi in the Lok Sabha. So as usual, it is expected that the opposition will disrupt the sessions. Some 26 bills are expected to be presented. In that, electricity bill is one big bill that is expected to be presented, and there is a case that there is an allegation that phone tapping has happened. It has happened through a company called Pegasus. It is based out of Israel. So this is something that is going on, and this is disrupting the sessions as of now. So we just have to wait and see how this will take shape. Right. Ola e-scooter gets 1 lakh reservations in 24 hours. Last week we had covered this news telling that Ola Electric Private Limited is launching their electric vehicles, and interested can book by paying a sum of rupees 499. Within 24 hours, 1 lakh reservations have been done, and this is a great news. It means that people are ready to accept electrical scooters for their transport. So this was the news that we wanted to cover in this news segment. If you have liked the video, please hit the like button, please share it with your friends, and do follow our channel for updates related to CS course. Thank you so much.